Hello my dear students, class 6. Today we will continue the lesson number 1, geography lesson number 1, the earth in the solar system. So yesterday we have learned the previous part of the lesson. Now today we will continue the solar system. Are you ready? Okay. So it is believed that our solar system has been formed billions of years ago due to the explosion of a giant gas and dust clouds. The most popular theory about the origin of the universe is the Big Bang theory, as we have learned in 3 years back in 3rd standard, right? So Galileo Galilei was an Italian astronomer. He was the first to study the universe with a telescope. Similarly, Nicolaus Copernicus was a well-known observer of heavenly bodies of his time. He proposed that planets revolve around the sun. He also stated that the planet Earth rotates as well as revolves around the sun. If we see, the space is vast and limitless. It contains countless stars, planets and galaxies. The man is trying to explore the endless universe by sending spacecrafts. Do you remember Chandrayaan 2? That we will see when it comes moon, okay? The sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies like asteroid and meteoroids form the solar system as we know. We often called it a solar family with the sun as its head. How we do give our gratitude to father in the family as the head of our family. Same way, sun is the head of his solar family. Let's see forward. The sun. The sun is the center of a solar system and the 8 planets revolve around in fixed path known as orbits. The sun's gravitational force pulled or attracts all the other heavenly bodies in the solar system towards itself. The gravitational force that binds the solar system, right? The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. The sun is the largest object in the solar system. It is mainly made up of hydrogen and helium gas. It is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth, and its light rays reaches uh, takes about 8 minutes to reach on the earth. It is our nearest star because of its energy, life is possible on the earth, right? Now moving towards the planets, there are 8 planets in our solar system. In order to their distance from the sun, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Now we will see one by one. Mercury. Mercury is the fastest and nearest planet to the sun. It takes 88 days to complete one round around the sun. The second planet is Venus. Venus is a hottest planet. It is also known as evening star or morning star. It is also called Earth's twin because of its size and shape. It's similar to the Earth. The third planet is our planet Earth. Where do we live on? The planet on which we live, it is a green planet. Life is possible only and only on the earth. The fourth planet is Mars. Mars is a red planet. Why? Because it consists clay rich in iron as well as carbon dioxide, nitrogen, etc., which gives Mars a red color. Are you getting me? The fifth planet is Jupiter. Jupiter, it is a giant planet about 11 times larger than the Earth. Imagine how big it is. The sixth planet is Saturn. Saturn has many rings around him and the second largest planet after Jupiter. The seventh planet is Uranus. This planet was discovered by William Herschel. It is about 4 times bigger than the size of the Earth. And the eighth planet is Neptune. This planet was discovered by Galilei of Berlin. It can be seen through a smart telescope as a greenish star. As we have seen previously that in Greek the word planet means the wanderers. They do not have their own light. Planets do not have their own light. They reflect light of sun, which makes life is possible. Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. These planets known as inner planets. As Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are known as outer planets. Pluto was once considered the ninth planet of our solar system. But now it has been given the status of the dwarf planet by the International Astronomical Union. You must know that dwarf means much smaller than the usual size. Okay. So all these planets refer in their size and components which they have. However, all they have two movements in common. They are rotation and revolution. Some planets have their own satellites. Now, we will see the Earth in detail. First, I will let you know the features of the Earth. Number 1, the Earth is a unique planet where life is in existence only on this planet, on the Earth. Are you getting me? Life is only possible on the Earth. Number 2, it is third planet to the Sun and in the solar system. Number 3, it moves like a spinning top from west to east. Number 4, in size it is the fifth largest planet after Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn and Neptune. Number 5, the Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. Number 6, it has a large quantity of oxygen in the atmosphere. Why? For the survival of the living things or living beings, for breathing, right? The seventh feature is the Earth appears blue in color because its two-thirds surface is covered by water. So it is called a blue planet, right? It has suitable temperature, availability of water and breathable atmosphere. So I think you have understood this part of lesson, right? I guess that you will write the new words of the topic. Next part we will see the moon as a natural satellite as well as artificial satellite, asteroids, meteoroids, galaxies, and universe. Okay. Till that, stay home, stay safe. Bye.